Heya holed up Jackie Christie in jail, and now we're hearing she got injured behind bars. Oh, this is not just another reality TV stunt, y'all. This is real-life drama, straight out of a twisted crime documentary. Now the streets are whispering, and the internet is on fire with theories. Was it a brawl? A setup? Or did Jackie's big mouth finally catch up to her? And here's where it gets even wilder. Some sources claim this ain't no ordinary jailhouse scuffle. Oh no. The way this all went down is giving serious inside job vibes. Like somebody wanted Jackie handled. But who?
And why?
Could this have something to do with her long, messy history of celebrity beefs and backstabbing? Or did someone on the inside have a bone to pick with her? But wait, there's more. Reports are coming in that Jackie was rushed to medical, and some say her injuries are worse than officials are admitting. Is someone covering this up? Could this be a warning for something bigger? One thing's for sure. Jackie didn't see this coming. And if what we're hearing is even half true, she might be in way more danger than we thought. Stay locked in, because what we just uncovered will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about this case. Jackie Christie, a name that instantly brings drama, fights, and never-ending controversy to mind. From the moment she stepped into the reality TV world, she made sure no one ever got bored. Always bold, loud, and unapologetic, Jackie never backed down from an argument. But this time, this isn't just another TV feud or a messy Twitter rant. This time, Jackie isn't just a reality TV troublemaker. She's an inmate. Yes, you heard that right. Jackie Christie is behind bars. And even worse, she's been attacked in jail. Now here's the real question. Was this just a random fight, or was Jackie targeted on purpose? Is she in real danger? And most importantly, how did things spiral this far out of control? If you think this is just another celebrity arrest, buckle up, because the details coming out sound like something straight out of a Hollywood crime thriller. This story doesn't just start with a scandal. It starts with a carefully built empire crumbling from the inside. For years, Jackie branded herself as a boss lady, strong, independent, and wealthy. A woman who played by her own rules. She flaunted her lavish lifestyle, luxury fashion, and powerful connections everywhere she went. But when it came to money, Jackie didn't just spend it.
She schemed.
According to reports, Jackie was running a real estate scam that seemed like a regular business at first, but slowly turned into a multi-million-dollar fraud operation. The scheme was brilliantly executed. She lured in high-profile investors by promising them exclusive, off-market luxury properties that only VIP clients could access. But the twist? These properties existed, they just had nothing to do with Jackie's business. So, was Jackie actually scamming investors? Well, according to leaked documents and sources, this entire operation was just a sophisticated Ponzi scheme. New investors' money was used to pay off old investors, making it look like everyone was profiting. Until, of course, the entire system collapsed. On one side, lawsuits were piling up against Jackie. On the other, federal agents had already started investigating her. And when the feds put someone on their radar, it's game over.
But Jackie?
She kept up her usual "I'm untouchable" attitude and continued living her glamorous life. Until,
boom,
a sudden, dramatic arrest in broad daylight. Imagine the scene. A high-end restaurant. Jackie, dressed in designer clothes, sipping champagne, talking big business moves. Then out of nowhere, black SUVs. Undercover agents. And within seconds, Jackie's hands are in cuffs. The restaurant fell silent. Guests stared in shock. Jackie, completely blindsided. 1 second, she was living the high life. The next, dragged away by federal agents. It didn't take minutes for this to go viral. Jackie's mugshot was everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, gossip blogs. And the reactions? Brutal. Some people were laughing. Others were shocked. And some were saying, finally, karma caught up with her. But the real story? It was just getting started. Jackie was placed in one of the toughest state correctional facilities. And let's be clear, this isn't some VIP celebrity jail. There are no luxury privileges here, just one rule. You're either strong or you're a target. And in Jackie's case, Her attitude worked against her. The moment she entered, trouble started brewing. Jackie has always been known for her bold, loud-mouthed personality. But in prison, that gets you enemies real quick. Sources say multiple threats were sent her way the moment she arrived. Allegedly, Jackie was warned to stay in her lane. But can she ever keep her mouth shut? Absolutely not. Then came the shocking twist. Reports surfaced that Jackie had been attacked inside the prison. Official statements brushed it off as a minor altercation. But how minor are we talking? Some sources claimed Jackie was jumped in the prison yard, while others say the attack happened inside her own cell. And the most disturbing part? No clear details about her injuries were released. No official medical reports. No security footage. Just vague statements calling it an incident that got out of hand. But insiders? They're saying something completely different. This wasn't just a random fight. This was a message. Jackie's real estate fraud didn't just scam ordinary people. It reportedly affected some very powerful figures. And in prison, connections mean everything. If this is true, then this wasn't just a typical prison brawl. This was payback. But was this just a warning? Or is Jackie's life actually in danger? And the biggest question, was this attack allowed to happen? Or was Jackie set up? The real truth? It's even darker than it seems. Because the deeper we dig, the more this looks like a full-blown conspiracy. And trust me, what happens next will change everything. If you thought Jackie Christie's troubles ended with a simple jailhouse fight, think again. Because what happened next? It flipped the entire story upside down. At first, prison officials downplayed the attack, calling it a minor altercation with no serious injuries. But insiders? They were telling a very different story. According to leaked reports, Jackie was not only injured, she actually needed medical attention. Some even claimed she was rushed to the prison infirmary right after the incident, though no official statement confirmed it. But here's where things get even shadier. Jackie's lawyers were denied immediate access to her. Let that sink in. A high-profile inmate gets into a violent altercation and suddenly, no lawyers, no outside contact, no updates.
Why?
According to some theories, this wasn't just a random act of prison violence. This was planned. But by who? And for what reason? To understand the full picture, we need to go way back to what led Jackie into this situation in the first place. And trust me, this fraud case wasn't just about money. It was about power, connections, and high-stakes deception. Jackie's real estate scheme wasn't your run-of-the-mill fraud. It involved major investors, government officials, and even celebrities. So when Jackie walked through those prison gates, she wasn't just a new inmate. She was a walking liability. Because if she decided to talk, if she decided to name names, it wouldn't just be her behind bars. It would be an entire network of powerful people. And just like that, the so-called prison fight starts looking a lot more like a deliberate warning. A message saying, stay quiet or else. Now, let's break down the attack itself. Multiple sources claimed Jackie was approached by a group of inmates who had been watching her since she arrived. Unlike other celebrity inmates who try to keep a low profile, Jackie walked in like she owned the place. That boss lady attitude she had on TV, it didn't impress anyone here. In fact, it made her a target. The reported attack allegedly happened in the prison yard during recreational time. One witness, a former inmate recently released, claims Jackie was set up by another prisoner who initiated a verbal argument. And Jackie? You already know, she didn't back down. The argument quickly escalated, and before Jackie even realized what was happening, she was surrounded. The witness described it as a chaotic scene, with guards reacting too slowly, almost as if they were waiting for something to happen before stepping in. By the time they broke it up, Jackie was visibly shaken, bruised, and furious. But instead of getting medical treatment immediately, Jackie was reportedly sent back to her cell, which is when things really took a turn. Sources claim Jackie demanded to call her lawyers. But guess what? Her request was denied, not once, but multiple times. And the reason? Prison officials claimed she wasn't in serious danger and that the situation was under control. But was it really? Because shortly after, Jackie was moved to a different section of the prison. Now let's talk about this transfer because it raises even more red flags. Officially, Jackie was moved for her own safety. But unofficially, there are whispers that Jackie was placed in a part of the prison known for being significantly more dangerous. And here's the real twist. Jackie wasn't the only one transferred that day. According to prison insiders, another high-profile inmate was moved to the same block. Someone with direct ties to Jackie's real estate fraud scandal. Let's break this down. Jackie gets arrested. She gets put in a dangerous environment. She gets attacked. She's denied access to her legal team. And then she's moved to a more hostile unit, with someone connected to the very scheme she's accused of running. This isn't just a story. It's a ticking time bomb. She's denied legal access. Then she's moved to a different unit, where suddenly she's placed near someone who might have major dirt on her. Do you see the pattern? This isn't just some random prison incident. This is an orchestrated move. And Jackie? She knows it. Sources close to Jackie's team say she's now terrified for her life. She never expected things to spiral this badly. She thought she could boss up her way through jail, but now she's realizing she might not make it out unharmed. Meanwhile, outside the prison, her husband Doug Christie has been desperately trying to pull strings to get her moved to a safer facility. But the problem? The authorities aren't budging. In fact, they seem to be making it even harder. And this is where it gets even darker. Jackie's lawyers have reportedly discovered evidence that her case may have been fast-tracked in a way that suggests outside influence. Translation: somebody powerful wants Jackie to stay in prison. And not just that, they want her silenced. Now the real question is, who's pulling the strings? Is this revenge from someone Jackie scammed? Or is this bigger than her real estate fraud? Something involving people she never should have messed with? Because at this point, Jackie isn't just facing legal trouble. She's in a life-or-death situation. And the next move she makes could determine whether she even makes it out alive. Jackie Christie has always been known for her bold, fearless attitude. But for the first time in her life, she's realizing this isn't a reality TV feud. This isn't some scripted drama for ratings. This is survival. With one attack already behind her, a mysterious prison transfer, and powerful people seemingly working against her, Jackie is now facing the biggest fight of her life. And this time, she can't talk her way out of it. Let's break down what's really happening here, because the deeper we dig, the more this looks like an organized takedown. Jackie wasn't just arrested out of nowhere. She wasn't placed in any random prison. And she definitely wasn't attacked by accident. Somebody somewhere wants her trapped, wants her scared, and most importantly, wants her quiet. Because, let's be real, Jackie knows too much. From the high-profile investors she's scammed to the illegal transactions that never made it to court, Jackie has information that could destroy powerful people. And now, the question isn't whether she's guilty or innocent. The question is, will she even survive long enough to tell her side of the story? Meanwhile, on the outside, Doug Christie is in full crisis mode. At first, Doug thought he could handle this privately, pull a few strings, pay the right people, get Jackie transferred to a minimum security facility where she'd at least be safe. But every attempt?
Blocked.
Delayed.
Denied.
And the worst part? Jackie's lawyers are now claiming they have evidence that suggests she was never meant to survive this sentence. Let that sink in. Jackie Christie, a woman who once sat in multi-million-dollar mansions, controlled business empires, and flaunted her wealth on national TV, is now being treated as if she's a high-risk, maximum security threat criminal?
Why?
Because if she talks, she could expose names worth millions, if not billions. And what happens when you're worth more silent than alive? That's exactly what Jackie's team is afraid of. Because guess what? There was a second attack. Yes, you heard that right. Jackie was attacked again. And this time, it wasn't just a warning. According to leaked reports, Jackie was found unconscious in her cell. Unconscious. The official story? She collapsed due to stress and dehydration. But witnesses? they're saying something completely different. One inmate claims she heard a struggle coming from Jackie's cell. Another says Jackie was dragged out motionless before being rushed to the medical ward. And here's the biggest red flag of them all. No cameras caught the incident. How convenient, right? A high-profile inmate, already in danger, suddenly passes out in a camera-free zone?
Something
Isn't adding
up.
And Doug? He's done playing nice. Within hours of the news breaking, Doug hired a team of private investigators, demanding answers that prison officials aren't willing to give. And now, the FBI is reportedly getting involved. Because if these allegations are true, if Jackie was set up, silenced, and physically harmed to keep her from talking, then we're not just looking at a celebrity scandal. We're looking at a full-blown cover-up. And the more Jackie's team pushes for the truth,
The more the system pushes back.
her bail requests
Denied.